Depot product. This is the Duramax 72-inch mobile workbench with 3 drawers. It's a wood and metal look, so kind of that industrial feeling. We're going to take a look at this today. I'm going to open it up, check it out, and then at the end, I'll give you my review if it's worth the buy. All right, let's start with unboxing. Just have a couple of straps. We had this delivered by Home Depot. We were finishing up our patio project. Watch for that video. And we decided just to add this on because with Home Depot, it doesn't matter how much you get, it's one price for the delivery. So that made it easy. So this came in on a single pallet. We're able to just take it off the pallet. It does weigh 215 pounds, so it's not a lightweight. I actually have it on some dolly wheels right now to make it a little easier to move around, but after it gets built, I'm going to be relying on the wheels that it's supposed to have, because it is a mobile. All right. So, pretty basic stuff in the box. Well, all right. Everything's out of the box. You'll notice there's not that many pieces. We have this main unit here with the drawers. It's sitting upside down right now on a couple of dollies to keep it from scratching up on the floor. And then we got our sides, which were already pre-built. We have the bottom deck there, the big kind of screen looking thing. And then we've got a couple of the bottom braces that we'll put on the 2 sides to keep them sturdy. And we have a little bag of our nuts and bolts there. But you'll notice instruction guide's pretty thin because most everything's put together for you. And then the other thing that's kind of interesting is even though we've got these massive bolts on the side, they're really just decorative. This is steel, and what they've done is they've actually done welds and they've welded it. So hopefully that adds a little bit more sturdiness. I think the rating on this table, I'll have to check, is probably about 500 pounds. It's not going to be something you put a lot of heavy stuff on, but it is going to handle a little bit. And they do have a higher rated workbench from Duramax, Home Depot, and of course Home Depot has several other brands too. But this should go together rather quick. We will see, and I'll let you know. This took about 2 hours, and I definitely needed help doing it. It is big and it is heavy. Now, a lot of it was already put together, so in some ways that made it a little quicker, but in other ways, because it is put together, it was difficult getting some of the bolts tightened up where they were located, my giant hands. So I needed little hands to help out in places and had to get creative with tools and others. So, but overall, let's talk about this. So, was it packaged well? Yeah. Was it shipped well? Yeah. Actually the packaging was really good. It had lots of packaging to it, considering part of it was already built and welded. The instructions, they were so-so. Like I say, we got to a part where it really just almost stopped us because we couldn't get our hands to where the nuts were. And it made it very difficult to complete as far as that goes. The construction seems good, the casters seem good, so if there were a recommendation, maybe rethink how those instructions are to put it together, make it a little easier on people that are maybe bigger hands or not as many specialized tools. I think overall it was a good project. But because it did slow us down, I mean, this thing could have gone together probably in under an hour if we hadn't run into the problem getting to those bolts and those nuts. So I would say a B- overall. Was it worth the buy? It was worth the buy, but definitely be prepared to be creative. It's always interesting things like this that are kind of finished. You don't really want to do them on a concrete floor because you could scratch it up very easily. But at the same time, it's heavy to move around and you got to have a big place to put it together. So if you get the option to pay for assembly, maybe, or if it's already pre-assembled, definitely. But overall, it's worth the buy, a grade of a B-. All right, that's all for this time. We'll see you on our next build.